Alright, today we're going to fix a loose baffle in the Maytag Atlantis. Alright. So we got a loose baffle here. Keeps wanting to grab everybody's socks, tear holes in them, all that fun stuff. So we're going to take care of that. So the first thing we're going to need is some tools. We got our little screwdriver here. I'm going to use the electric. Got a socket set. With this particular model that I have, the only socket we're going to need is a 5/16. So we're going to use this little Craftsman. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the door. That's pretty simple. You got two screws holding it here, and then the bracket latches in here. So we're just going to stick our screwdriver on here, put it in reverse, take our screws out. And there's one, and two. Okay. Now I've got a little Tupperware here to put them in just so I don't lose anything. That's simple enough. Now the door, like I said, the brackets slip into the metal. So you're just going to lift it up, slide it out. Simple as that. The door's off. Now we have a second set of screws here and here. We're just going to pull those out real quick. Little plastic plate with it. Hang on to that. There we go. And that. Now, the faceplate here comes off just by snapping it. Let it lean out. And then lift up off of the little brackets at the bottom. Just lifts right off. Set that aside. Now we have a lid here that's going to open like basically like a car hood. But with that, rather than a handle latch, we got two bolts holding it here, two screws. You're going to need your ratchet now. You got a hex head, 5/16. We're just going to grab that, loosen it, take that screw out of there. Same thing on the other side. Now if we can get in there, there we go. Take that one out. Slides right out. Now you'll notice when I pulled that out, the little metal clips here, that's what holds the lid down. Just lift that right out to the side like that. The other one's a little tighter. You may have to lift up first and then take it out since I got my washer on that side. But you see that just lifted right up like a car hood. So that pulls up here out of the way. Now, it's like a car hood in the way it lifts, but not in the way that it stays up. There is no arm to prop it on. So I like to use a wire coat hanger. Wire coat hanger, pretty simple. Lift it right up, hook it on there, and for me, I'm just going to wind this around the door here. Right like this. Well, maybe. If I hold my tongue just right, we'll get this. Wire that up. Okay, we got that rigged up there, get that out of the way. Pretty simple, as long as it don't fall on my head. Alright, so we're going to find our loose baffle, make sure it's at the top. I've already got it preset. Up here's your screws that hold it. 1 and 2. There's a third hole, but there's no screw and no place in the baffle for a screw. As you can see, this one's a little bit wallered out from where it's been running loose. So we'll probably put a washer on that. Okay, so again, our 5/16. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and take this one off. Loosen that up. There you go. And there's your baffle. Now, a lot of times you'll find that where the missing screw is, that you'll find it cracked or broken. In this case, it's a little wallered out, but it's not broken or cracked. Okay, so we're going to reuse the same one. You can get these for 10 or 12 bucks most anywhere online or in the department stores. For now, since this one's not cracked, I'm just going to replace it. So, I actually dug around under the dryer and could not find the screw that fell out, so I'll probably have to go and get one later. But in the meantime, I found a replacement that's the same, roughly the same size, and seems to work. And again, got a little bit of a washer on it to hold it up. So we're just gonna put this in place. Snaps right down in here like this. Just kind of hold it in place. Zoom in on this, you can see where the screw hole is here. Line up your screw hole, right like that. Just get your screw started with your fingers. I'm going to pull it down halfway tight, like that. I'm going to grab my replacement up here. And with a washer for that worn out spot. And I'm just going to tighten that one down. There we go. Okay. Get your ratchet on it. Snug it down nice and tight. Don't go too tight. It is made of plastic. You may crack it. Make sure it's good and solid though. Let's see if this will get up under here or not. I may have to lift. Let's go forward with it. I'm just going to tighten that one down nice as well. And you'll see we got our baffle nice and tight. So we're pretty much done with that. Now all we want to do is start putting this thing back together. So start with closing the hood. Get that wire out of the way. We're going to need our bucket of screws, our brackets that we're holding it down, the screws that go, the bolts that go in those, hex screws up here. All right. Now you want to make sure you got these turned the right way, using the right one on the right side. Easy enough to tell usually. You can see the scratches here where they were in, where there was a screw on it, and you want them facing outward. Now they're going to hook right here. See the little slot here? One hanging there, and one hanging on the other side. So let's bring it down into place. And, okay, come over here, see this right here? Just a little plastic guide that's kind of snapped out of place. There we go, snaps right back in. Gotta watch out for those, don't want to break them. Now, we'll need our ratchet again. And we're just going to tighten this bolt back into place. Same thing on this side. I'm going to put it in there and hand tighten it. And ratchet it down. That's good. Now, put our outside plating back on. Again, you got some screws, you got some brackets down here, right here and right here. And you're just going to slide the holes in the bottom of this right into it and snap it right into place. Snap, snap. Good to go. Alright, so we're going to put our screws back in now to hold the plate on. You want the ones with the plastic little plates there for the side that the door does not hang from. Oh, a little too fast there. I'm going to snug those down. And the other side, the other one. Snug that down. Okay. Now, we need our door. We're going to take our door and hang it back on. You got, again, the two hinges. You got the two slots here and here for each one. You're going to slide the hinges right into those slots, top and bottom. Then just let it slip down on it. Now it'll hang pretty normal. Then we're just going to tighten those screws into place. Okay. I'm just going to put the other screw in place. Tighten it in. The second lesson of this video is to always charge your drill if you're going to use your drill. Or have a screwdriver on here. We'll just snug that down with the screwdriver. Both of them nice and snug. Now we have our tightened baffle. All of our baffles are good again. Close the door and dry some clothes. Alright, so that's how you fix the Maytag Atlantis with a loose baffle. Now go dry your clothes.